barely drink tea anymore, I'm just doing this to be a relatable YouTuber. Hi everyone, my name is Jess and today I'm going to be going through some of my recent reads. I haven't done a wrap up, which I normally do once a month, since March, and it's now the middle of August. But I have read a large number of books since I last did a wrap up, and since I normally document every single book that I read on this channel, I thought I'd just go through everything that I've read since I last updated you. I am going to say the books that I've read, give a very short synopsis if possible, and then my rating and a 3-word review, or like a 3-phrase review. Without further ado, let's get into it. 2 of the books that I've read recently are Scythe and Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman. These are the first 2 books in the Arc of a Scythe series. The Arc of a Scythe series is set in the future of our world, where a creation called the Thunderhead, which is sort of a sentient cloud-based being, has eradicated all poverty, crime, illness, and even death. Everything sort of negative about the world, they've gotten rid of it. Because no one dies anymore from natural causes, a group of people called the Scythes have been created to control the population through gleaning, so basically they kill people. And it then follows Citra and Rowan, who are apprentice scythes, and their experience with the scythedom and learning about how it works and how they will train to be scythes, and also the corruption that is within it. I gave Scythe a 5 out of 5 star rating and Thunderhead a 4 out of 5 star rating. And to keep things short and simple, my 3-word review for this series so far is thought-provoking, plot twisty, if that's a word, and fast-paced. Another book that I have recently read is The Nowhere Girls by Amy Reed. I spoke about this in one of my reading vlogs, so I will link that down below for you to watch. But The Nowhere Girls follows Grace, who is a pastor's daughter, or a preacher's daughter, who has just moved to a new town where she starts a new school, and she meets her 2 new friends, Rosina and Erin. Rosina is a lesbian Latina musician, and Erin is on the Asperger's autism spectrum but has a huge interest in marine biology. They sort of come together as a group and include other girls in the school to form a group called the Nowhere Girls that gets together to talk about justice and everything wrong that's going on in the school, including an incident that happened the year before where a female student was raped. I gave The Nowhere Girls 5 out of 5 stars. The 3 words I'm going to use to describe it are powerful, serious, and diverse. The next book that I read recently was Am I Normal Yet by Holly Bourne. Am I Normal Yet follows Evie, who is just starting 6th form, experiencing all the normal things that go along with that, such as new relationships, new friendships, and schoolwork, but she's also recovering from her mental breakdown, which was a result of anxiety and OCD. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I'm sort of torn between 3.5 to 4, but the 3 words I used to describe this are hilarious, relatable, distinct. Like, I'm not going to explain myself. I need to stop trying to do that. The next book that I read recently is The Keeper of Lost Things by Ruth Hogan. The Keeper of Lost Things is an adult book, which I don't normally read, but it is about a young woman called Laura who goes to work for a elderly author, and he ends up passing away and leaving everything to Laura. And she discovers that he has an entire room full of lost things that he has found over the years, and he wants her to return them to their original owners. I gave The Keeper of Lost Things a 3 out of 5 stars. And my 3-word sort of review is serendipitous, fluffy, but also wishy-washy. The next book that I read in the past few months was All Out, which is a compilation of short stories about queer teenagers that was edited by Sandra Mitchell. There are many authors to this. My 3 words for this one, even though it's very difficult to lump them all together, is creative, inspiring, beautiful. The next book that I have read recently is Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli. This is the 2nd book in the Creekwood High stories, which is kind of the sequel to Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda, and I did a little review for this on my holiday vlog, so I will link that down below as well. But Leah on the Offbeat basically follows Simon Spear from Love, Simon's best friend Leah, and her experience as identifying as a bisexual woman, and her crushes, and confusion about her future and what she should do. I gave Leah on the Offbeat a 4 out of 5 stars, and my 3 words are cute, cringy, but relatable again. The next book that I have read recently was Renegades by Marissa Meyer. Renegades is a superhero story, but also an anti-hero story about a world where superheroes run the entire country or the world, and villains are living underground because they've been defeated recently and they sort of are still recouping from their defeat. And it follows both Adrian, who is the son of the hero leaders, so Nova, who is an anarchist, and the adoptive daughter of one of the biggest villains that was ever defeated, and their story as they meet and things that happen. I gave Renegades a 4 out of 5 stars as well, and my 3 words for this are fun, different, but also predictable. I'm going to count this as one even though it's a whole series because I've spoken about it way too much on my channel already, but the last series that I read recently was The Raven Cycle by Maggie Stiefvater. And this was my second read through. If you don't know, The Raven Cycle is hard to explain, but it follows the Gangzy. It sort of follows their journey to trying to find the burial site of a Welsh king that they believe is sleeping somewhere in their town, as well as a lot of other magical things that happen. They are my favourite series of all time, so I gave them all 5 out of 5 stars. The 3 words for The Raven Cycle are amazing, magical, and addictive. And that is it. That is all the books that I have read in between my last wrap up and now. If you've read any of these books or you want to, then let me know in a comment. I'd really love to hear what you thought. And if you want to follow me on any of my social medias, I mainly use Twitter and Instagram. I will link those down below. I also use Goodreads, so if you want to keep updated with what I'm reading as I'm reading it, that is the best place to follow me on. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!